Hi, my name's Melissa Measday. I'm 29 years old and the founder of the No Nasties food kit. I first thought of the idea when I was pregnant with my second daughter, Lacey. At the time, I had a very active, almost 2-year-old, and I was trying to think of things we could do together whilst me not having to move around too much. So I decided we would bake together. So we went to the store and we brought some pre-made cake mixes. The only problem was at the time I was actually starting to get into clean eating, and I was looking at the ingredients and realising that there was absolutely nothing nutritious in these mixes, and I didn't want those things in her little body. So I thought to myself, well, we'll just make some clean food. So we started making clean cakes and clean chocolates. We started to feel really good after eating these treats, and I started to tell my friends about them. My friends also had children and were trying to cut out number intake and also sugar intake due to behavioural problems. When I told them about this and said, you have to try these recipes, they were very excited. I followed up on the phone calls and they had not made my recipes, and I wondered why. The excuses ranged from I'm busy working, or the ingredients were too costly to purchase separately. I said to them, well look, I really want you to try these recipes. I want you to see how good you're going to feel, and also while treating your child. So I said, I'll put it all together and post it to you. And that's when the No Nasties food kit was born. After I decided that I was going to create this into a product, I began developing these in the kitchen. And I was very excited because I really love to be creative. Not only that, but my daughter at the time was refusing her vegetables. And I said to my husband, wouldn't it be good if I could get vegetables into her favourite food, chocolates and cupcakes? And then I thought, well, why not? So I did that, and I put vegetables and fruit into these treats as well. I was so excited about it. I began developing my packaging, looking at suppliers, as well as putting the product together. I began to tell my friends and my family about this, but I began to realise that not everybody shared my enthusiasm. I began to get disheartened and didn't want to do it anymore. So I decided to put it on the back burner. After a while, I realised that I couldn't sleep any longer, and it was keeping me awake because I wasn't doing my idea. I had butterflies jumping out of my stomach, and I realised there was something in my soul telling me there was something that I just had to go with on it. So I decided that the support of others was just a blessing, and I really had to back myself. So I decided to keep pursuing my dream. I developed the product packaging even more. I began retesting my recipes, but I really longed for someone who was passionate about it to help me along the way. I then met with my new accountant, and my accountant was very supportive of me, and he loved my idea so much that he told me that he would help me to get my product out there for free. With his help, we created our brand and our website and everything else that went along with it. I didn't know the hows and whys of how my product was going to get out there, but I just realised that I had to try, because I had a vision of myself as an older woman, and I thought to myself, it's not really about whether I win or I fail, it's actually just an experience of life. And I wanted to see what did life have to offer me, what boundaries could I push, and what laid on the other side of the box that I wanted to push outside of. So I had my first market stall, and I had people come up to me and thank me for creating this product, and also for making this type of thing available for them because they weren't sure how to do it, and that made me feel so good. I still didn't know how I was going to get my big vision into a reality, but I decided just to go with it and believed that it would all just fall into place. Not long after, my accountant rang me and he said to me, I've had a meeting with a client and they're actually in the food industry and they would love to be an investor in your business. And I was so excited because I wasn't expecting it, but I just believed in myself and believed that it would happen. It took 6 months of due diligence and eventually the deal came through. We're in the talks at the moment of doing expos overseas, and while I'm not sure where the journey is going to lead me, all I know is that if you don't know, if I had not have pushed myself outside of the box, I would never have known that that opportunity was there, and that opportunity was going to present itself to me had I not taken the chance. Thank you for listening.